welcome you guys back to my channel, Nene Blobs. So today I've decided to make a mini book talk for you guys about a book that I literally just finished like a minute ago, called The Clockwork Angel by Cassandra in the Infernal Devices, the first book in the Infernal Devices. Just warning, there's gonna be spoilers, so I'd advise you to first read the book before you watch this book talk, because I'm not sure when I'm gonna transfer to spoilers. So just, yeah, read the book and then come back. Actually, before you go, I give it like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Okay, bye, all non-spoilers. And then number 2, I am not that good at summarizing or explaining very well, so I'm going to try my best with this book talk, but just bear with me, I am not that good. I'm just doing this for fun. So I really enjoyed this book because of the time that it's set place in. It's so like olden days, and I love the way they speak, very like high English, I would say. I love that era in history. I love the new story about this girl Tessa, who's now coming to visit her brother and is taken in by these two ladies who say who says her brother sent them, called the Dark Sisters. And she trusted them, and that was a mistake, because they took her to this place where she was held captive, needing to do whatever they tell her to do, otherwise they'll harm her brother. So her brother was kind of the threatening piece in this whole thing, because she loves her brother and would do anything for her brother. Yeah, that first beginning part I think was written really well. Like, you could feel what she was feeling, like she had to do it. It's wonderful how Cassandra wrote her feeling when she changes, because this is a new thing for us. I mean, in the Mortal Instruments we only know the Warlocks and the Downworlders and mostly the Shadow Hunters, and now comes this new creature that can do. What can she do? I don't even know. She can change into people, and it's cool. Something new, but also kind of scary. Up until then, she was held captive, and then they're like, okay, you're ready to see the Magister, who you're gonna marry. And I'm like, what? What? She's 16. They want her to marry someone already, and plus the Magister. And I'm like thinking, is this whole book gonna be about her being like captive by this Magister or something? And then she remembers she can transform, and she transformed into, I forgot her name, I think Emma or someone like that, who's very thin. Yeah, so escaped from the hand chain stuff and was about to escape, and then this guy comes, and then she throws, what was it, a bottle or a vase at him, and it's just really funny that's the first thing she does, and then he's like, in his smirky way, like saying, oh no, I'm here to save you, da da da. And then yeah, and then they run. At the end, Will helps her to escape with the help of Jim. Throughout the book, he tells her about this shadow world and everything we already know from the Mortal Instruments, but now we're like hearing it again, kind of to refresh our memory, and also to see what they know at that time, and what changed actually from the Mortal Instruments to this, because this is before the Mortal Instruments, so some stuff haven't been discovered and things like that. And it's cool how the surnames, like a lot of the surnames were like Herondale. We know that surname, and now I'm skipping till the end, but hello. When they come back from the Dark Sisters again, they were tricked. When they came back, then Jim comes with this cat, and then he's like, we're calling him Church. Oh my gosh, that was just like made me so happy. I'm like, a familiar face. Oh, something else. Oh, it was so cool to meet Magnus for the first time in this book, because it's like, he's now like not yet this big huge warlock, he's like the starting up warlock, and he's in a relationship with a girl, and it's just like, ooh, okay. Also, how Tessa had to become Camille for that part. Yes, so that must be difficult, because like she's in her I don't know, she has to now act as a vampire. And yeah, so throughout the whole book, they're like, De Quincey is this big vampire, very important, that has now her brother that they also want to save. And then they go to this party and she goes as Camille. And then, oh my gosh, the plan, the object that was supposed to work didn't work completely and set the whole thing on fire. But then she sees that her brother's there. Her brother's the one that they're gonna kill. And then the whole thing is ruined because she's like, my brother will do it now. And then it's just like, oh wait, that actually happened before. But anyway, so she's like, will do it now. And then De Quincey's like, what? And sees Camille, and now, yeah, De Quincey doesn't like Camille anymore, even though he trusted her. But anyway, so it's just like, oh, her brother. I kind of knew that would be her brother because, I mean, why else would this part be so important? And yeah, and then we see then like all the other shadow hunters like Charlotte and Henry come and fight, and a lot of vampires are killed except for De Quincey. I think, yeah, De Quincey. And then I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, I'm sorry you guys, I'm not that good at pronouncing, but anyway, and then De Quincey flees the site and they don't kill him. So now they take the brother and they're like, then the brother's like, oh, this time, after like a few days, after a few days of like resting and everything, he's like, I'm so sorry Tessa, I had to do it. They said if I did everything that they told me to do, they would keep you safe and stuff like that, and and then he somehow knows about these plans that De Quincey has and everything like that. Oh, yeah, it's just hectic. And then, spoiler alert, everything's for nothing. He literally deceives them so well. Like, I was kind of deceived. Will was even deceived. Like, first he didn't trust him, and then he got a bit trustworthy, and then everything went up in flames at the last few chapters, which I'm kind of annoyed with. I don't think he appreciates her as much as he should. But yeah, it's kind of sad because they're brother and sister, and now their relationship is bad. But like, always when people are like brother and sister, then they think they're gonna be like really close, and not expecting that maybe the brother will stab her in the back. The Shadow Hunters go to De Quincey's hideout or something to like do this big fight against all the vampires and kill De Quincey because he's now going against the law and everything like that. And then Mr. I forgot his name. Wait. Mr. Mortmain. He's okay, Mortmain. I'm gonna say his name is Mortman. Okay, I don't know. It's Mortmain. I don't know. I'm gonna say Mortman. So then Mr. Mortman comes and says, "Oh, I heard the Dark Sisters are alive still because one of them was killed by Will, but anyway, both of them are alive in this faraway place." And it's like, yeah, they're doing this big thing to like put demon stuff into the like mechanical stuff, and then they have to go now. And Jim and Will, the most strong men right at that moment in the house, leave Sophie, Jasmine, I think Jasmine, okay, Tessa, Agatha, Thomas, and Nate in the house. Nate in the house. And that's the perfect time that Mr. Mortman, I think that's how you pronounce his name, comes and swoops in with all his mechanical dudes. Just saying, that's super creepy. Like all these creepy mechanical people type things that do whatever he says. And then we see Nate is on his side. And he kills Agatha and Thomas. Thomas was such a nice, like, I don't know, he felt like such a kind person. Alright, so he dies and they run to the sanctuary, and when Jem and Will find out, that Will quickly comes as well. And yeah, we kind of see Will kind of becoming very like sad when he sees Agatha and then Thomas, and he's like, he says those last words that he himself wouldn't think he would say. Ho, ho, ho. When that Romeo and Juliet scene come. Actually, it's not Romeo and Juliet scene, but it's like, I will kill myself if you do this. And it's like, serves you right, dude. Look, she has the upper hand now. And then she turns around, and for like literally a split second, we all think she dies. Because she stabs herself and she falls, and she's like, the last thing I saw was that fountain or something like that. She falls. Next scene, the Mr. whatever his name is, Mr. M, looks down, is there, and Will is seeing this, and he literally breaks, or like, he doesn't break, but yeah, he like can't believe what he's seeing, and Mr. M flees as well. He's like, comes and really thinks Tessa's dead. He's very, I think that's the most we've seen Will be very affectionate. And when he finds out she's alive and she sees him, she explains that he looked different, and it's like not the same Will. And I'm like, you're on the brink. But then for some reason the chapter ends with him still thinking I have nothing or something like that. Will, let's just talk about Will quickly. Will has many secrets and many dark backgrounds. I don't know what's going on with Will, because Will is so okay, he's very smirky and like sometimes really funny. He's very arrogant, and it's weird how you kind of like him, but you're also annoyed with him. Like that scene where she has her first ever kiss. Let's also talk about that. Her first kiss, and now it is so like it's with Will transforming into this vampire, and he's like at the very like raw part at time, and now she comes and she's with a cure, and then he's like, oh, so now they sent you and stuff like that, and then they kiss, but they kiss, and then he pushes her away and just is like, leave. And what is that? What? And it was her first kiss. That's like the worst. And then also this last like scene where they also kiss, and then he's like, oh, we should be discreet, or we should know where we go. Like, we can't go into my room because Jem comes in. And it's like him just saying she's just trying to use him or something like that. And it's just like, and then he retorts, and he's like, he gives this huge burn saying warlocks can't have kids. That is mean. That's so mean. And then Jem comes. He literally comes to the rescue like every single time. Oh, it's so nice. Jem, I don't know. It's like, now it's Will and Jem. Like, it's always, in books, there's always two guys and then you have to choose. But I can't choose yet. But then there's Jem, who is so friendly and has a small crush on her. You can see it. And is so friendly. Comes that night on the bridge before the mechanical people came. That was so touching how he helped her. Oh, it's just like, every time Will is mean to her, he's there. Oh, I have all the affection for Jem. Poor Jem. He's like, and now he has this, like when we find out he has this disease or this like kind of addiction to this drug that kills him, but if he also stops, he's gonna die. It's so sad, and he's such a nice like guy. He's so, I don't know, he has Will's back completely. And in the book you can see how Will and Jem have like the best brotherly relationship. It's so cool because like Jem doesn't care that Will has a lot of secrets, and he doesn't ask Will about them, and I think that's why their relationship is so good. So yeah, and it ends with them like, oh, my cheek is really red. This is what happens if I don't look at this. When I feel very strongly about something, I get like red, my cheeks get red, and my ear gets red. Can you see this? But it doesn't only get red, it gets hot. I can feel it. Just random fact about me. Like right now, I'm feeling the heat super a lot. So yeah, so before she goes to Will, Charlotte's like, can you please stay? And then she's like, yes, because she she thought she thought Charlotte was going to come and say you have to leave, and she had nowhere to go. She's like, they're gonna now send me away, and then Charlotte's like, no, can you please stay? It will help me. Yeah, it's just nice, and Jem's happy about it. She's actually happy about it until Will breaks her down and everything. So the epilogue is where Magnus Bane is in Camille's house, and then he gets his knock, and I think the butler, whatever dude, comes and he's like, there's a guy here for you to talk to you about something. And then he walks into the room and there's Will, and he's like, I need your help. And what? And then it ends with, let me actually just tell you the last words. It's like, very well, why don't you tell me what the problem is? And now that's how the book ends. What? What type of ending is that? That's such a cliffhanger. But overall, I really enjoyed this book. It was a good book. I read it this whole week. And yeah, when I started it, I immediately realized I am going to like it, because it's in that time period that I love, and the characters, a lot of the characters are very likable, and like you want to know more about it, because I think the next book is going to be about learning more about Tessa, because the end of this book, they're like, oh, your father is not, your mother was human and your father was not, or something like that. And it's just like, okay, what now? Oh, also, the big thing about the Clockwork Angel thing that she always has around her neck is it came to life. It came to life and saved her, and that's amazing. And then at the end, it comes back to her, and it's like my Clockwork Angel thing. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, I give this book 4.5 out of 5, or 5. Like, I don't know, but I think it's a 4.5 or 4 3/4 out of 5. If you guys read this book already, tell me if you guys enjoyed it and what aspects you liked the most. I also hope you had a great time watching this video. I'm sorry if sometimes I didn't make sense. Sometimes the order in my stories were like mixed up. But I still hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And if you like these bookish type videos, also comment down below telling me that. And also, there will be a link down below of some of my TBRs and my wrap-ups. See you guys next time. Blob. Do you see this red? Do you see it? It's super red. Super red. Called the Again! I said it again! Okay, wait. No, what am I doing? Okay.